So, alright. Just decided I'm going to improvise something. I don't know what this is going to be.
My life, I've been born to win. Way I see, I'll be back there with a strength 1,009 years. So take me to that place where I can be free. I was born to find my way, through the clouds out, so the darkness can't survive. Oh Lord, I gotta keep this love in my heart. 'Cause you've been hurting, I know that's why you've been pulling me down. But I gotta rise in my strength sometime. Keep me strong. God, I'll do my work, I'll do my work. I'm coming home. Yeah, yeah. Time to turn the pages of my life. I've reached that age, it's time to move on, no more strife. I know who I am, but sometimes I'm struggling, dear. But my beautiful love, won't you help me? Won't you help me find my way? Oh, God, help me find my way. 'Cause I'm willing to learn, willing to find some truth. And there's a broken heart, yeah, willing to keep on strong. Don't you see that my people need some help along this way? So let me surrender now and do your work. I'm coming home. Leave my troubles behind, 'cause I believe we're in the changing times. It's time to move things along. So my great mother, I have lived with you, traveled on your land, your wisdom speaks to me. So hear my prayer, I'm hoping your people can be free. So cross strong through this storm. Oh life, can you see through my illusions? I'm breaking my addictions, take my pain away. Oh, I long to be free, as I know my place is in your grace. Oh, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, it's time to make a change. It's time to turn things around. With one good dance, I'll be born free. With one good dance, you'll see. I've got this cross to bear, I'm holding on deep, but I know in my heart I must be free. Oh, help me find the truth in this darkened land. Lives and these tales running through my mind. Should I turn a blind eye to your secret tales? Should I face my truth or run away? With my brothers by my side and my sisters I confide, help me fight this fight of freedom right. So tell me, Babylon, I lost my fear. It's time for a change, time for a change. I'm moving on, gotta leave this shit behind. Goodbye, goodbye. So, it's really hard for me to look at this camera and be myself, and I think like a lot of us have this issue, you know. It's scary, and I've been someone who's like hidden from this music thing and just stayed in my room and kind of never went out, you know. I'm guessing like the last sort of 7 years or something I started going to open mics, music sessions here in England and trying to get more confident. I can remember the first open mic I went to, and my good friend literally said to me, you know, come on, get up on stage, what's up with you, you know. And I knew at that time that I had to do this, because if I didn't do it, I just knew this was my chance, and I'm just going to feel kind of like, just like, what the hell are you doing, you know, sort of thing. And I'd feel rubbish if I didn't do it, so I managed to force myself to do it, you know. And it was cool, you know, and it felt really good, actually. I still feel like, in a way, I'm still longing to meet the right kind of people to do the music I'm wanting to do. I mean, everybody I meet, I've managed to do, you know, everybody I've managed to do music with has been really enjoyable. But I'm longing to do something, I don't know, something new. It's old, but it's new at the same time. Taking the sort of, where do I start? Like taking the sensibility and the rawness of soul and blues and the danciness of funk and the grooviness. You know, I still want all the groove there. And I'm very into avant-garde music as well. I mean, not very into, but I appreciate it, because you've got to appreciate all forms of music as a musician, you know. If you take music seriously, you know, then you just want to explore the whole music scape, you know. But yeah, so what was I saying? This always happens to me when I always forget stuff. Yeah, a discussion I've had with people quite often is like about the music, say for instance from Scandinavia, very atmospheric, you know, beautiful soundscapes there. And the music, obviously, from Africa is tribal and very primal and beautiful in its own way. And the singers just have it, you know, they've got it. And here in England, we're good at pop music and folk music and all these styles. You know, I love it all. I just love music. But the reason I'm saying this in this video is because I'm searching for a drummer, just searching for musicians in general, you know. I mean, there's two kind of ways we can go with this. Either do a project here and kind of stay in England and gig around England and go into Europe and do stuff there, you know, and tour around and stuff. Or kind of, don't know if I should be saying all this on here really anyway, but, you know. Kind of, or the other path is to go travelling, you know, which is what we've done. Me and my girlfriend, we've just done travelling with our backpacks and that. I didn't do enough busking for what I should have done when we were out. Actually, it was really good, and we met a really cool guy out there who helped me get more confident with the busking, you know. The thing is, the nature's so special. That kind of energy is what I feel I need to be bringing into the music. You know, it needs to be organic, and I feel like we've strayed a very long time away from our truth, our spirit connection and our earth connection, you know. So I'm really longing to do some sort of spiritual kind of music that's mixing the tribal stuff, the atmospheric stuff from different countries, and get it all mixed up together in a way that our souls, our spirit feels like doing. You know, a real connection between people, because this is what it's about with music for me. It's not about, you know, your technical ability or whatever. It's about, you know, it can be very simple at times, you know, but it's about the heart and about our connection to each other, you know. And I feel like I'm longing to bring through a deep message in the music, bring it to the people, because I truly feel like there is a movement stirring at the moment. With music, there is a new movement stirring, and I've felt these wonderful feelings for the last few years of like, we've got to do something, you know, like we can make changes on the earth, we've got to do something, you know. And I'm not the most productive person in terms of, you know, let's do permaculture and let's whatever and meet up with whoever and do all this stuff, you know. I'm not necessarily massively like that on a practical level, you know. I'm a musician. Although I do love doing that stuff, and the more you cleanse and the more energy you've got, the better you feel. But this is all the stuff I'd love to get in the music, you know. Let's help wake the people up on this planet, you know. Let's make that a movement. Let's make it a kind of an inspiring thing where we are like, yeah, you know, let's eat healthy, let's be clear, you know. And this whole thing, I think the difference between the New Age movement and the whole hippie thing, is that there is an understanding now that, yes, although things like weed and you know, the sacred medicines and that, they can be helpful, that you can easily get lost in them as well, you know, and that this future timeline here on the planet is about cleansing our systems. It's about purity. It's about purity of spirit. It's about transparency. It's about clarity. It's about being honest with each other. You know, it's about that in our shadow, all the lies that we've, and all the stuff that's been hidden down the generations has caused pain, and that pain has been fed off and kept humanity dumbed down, you know. But this is such an amazing time on the planet right now. We have the possibility to truly break massive chains and really cause stirs on the planet. And I mean stirs you already see it happening, you know, like the plastic issue, you know, all the plastic in the on the beaches and in the sea, and it's just ridiculous, you know, what we're doing to the earth. And when I go down to even the farm shop, you know, I can't stand it coming back with plastic. I just feel like it just feels wrong to me, you know, because the more in tune you get with your soul, the more these things, you can't tolerate it, you know, because it's true. It's not what we want, you know. I'm just going to check this camera a minute. Yeah, I've done a few recordings in the past and it's kind of like stopped, you know, and you're thinking, I just have to let that go, you know. So anyway, so I feel like the future at the moment is there's a new wave of people emerging on the earth, and it's obviously a consciousness. It's the same consciousness that was coming up in those previous times. It's just we've learnt more, and I feel like we can learn more, and we're taking the native wisdom as well, which is needed, you know, because humanity has lost its way, and there are people out there and cultures out there who are a little bit more connected in certain ways, although I'm not someone to say that they know all the answers either. I actually feel like in the position we're in at the moment, we have a big gift, because we're the lucky ones that have gone down this path of, you know, industrialism and all this. I know it sounds like, you know, to a lot of people who don't agree it was a good idea. I don't really, you know. I think we should have stayed connected with nature, you know, and been in tune with life. But we've gone down this path, and the thing is it's just like, for instance, the same as my depression that I went through. I went through such a hard time, and having come out the other side, I'm so grateful to be alive, you know, most days, and I don't have depression, and it feels like, you know, I want to help people. How can I, you know, like, what can I do? You know, probably this, but, you know, you're more inspired, and having this weight just lifted on off your shoulders, and just feeling loose. Literally, my body feels loose, you know, from this purging of emotions, this clearing, this self-acceptance, you know. And you know, the programs and the rigidity is going to break down. There's an understanding that we do need some structure, I'm sure, you know. Just as the sun comes up every day, there's repeating patterns, and a bit of structure's all right. But what we're learning is that the structures that have been created have been slowly influenced and manipulated over thousands of years, and I do believe humanity has been steered off course by so-called other energies. I don't believe everything is our shadow that is affecting us. Our shadow was, how to put it, manipulated, or let's say we've been led down a path that incorporates too much of our ego in our daily life, and I do feel humans would be much less influenced by their ego. We would be stronger, you know. So anyway, I feel this is a time for true warriors. This is true change is going to happen, you know, on the earth with this. And I feel this music thing, this movement with the music, you know, all the falsities need to start to drop, and all this rubbish, you know, like, let's bring in the real cool, you know, because cool has been like bullshitty, you know, for quite a while, like this whole trendy cool shit, you know, and materialism, and, you know, brand names, and whatever, you know what I mean. And I think it's going to be cool to be real, you know, and we won't be uncomfortable with realness. You know, realness is what we are. Realness is natural. You know, however did we become uncomfortable with our realness? You know. So anyway, for those of you who don't know me, like, if you just came for the music and probably think this is a load of rubbish, then sorry. But anyway, other songs. So my struggle at the moment is I'm wanting to kind of put this deeper message into the music. So I'm really going to try and make that happen somehow, and I don't know exactly. I've got this recording set up here, and I've been kind of like layering up some stuff and getting myself ready with drums and that, but it's music done on my own and I'm not kind of like feeling it, you know, so that's why I'm doing this call out for hopefully other people who kind of resonate with doing this stuff, you know. And I've noticed on YouTube I've met people already on there who seem to be doing some really good stuff, and the music's stellar, you know, really, really good. It's really positive for me to actually feel that there's a lot of new decent music, because I'm so caught in the old 70s stuff, you know, because there was a big shift going on then, and I love a lot of the music then. There was a lot more freedom, you know, and less of this rubbish in general, and so many musicians could just play just like that, you know. Improvisation was just so much more in the mainstream, you know, so yeah. Right, I don't have to do this, I might do this. So my problem is at the moment is that most of my songs don't really align with my higher truth. Although they're, you know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I've never been a songwriter, I'm more of a funky kind of like, you know, just make stuff up sort of thing, you know. So, but I really, really feel like we can get a group of people together who the energy's there, you know, because it's all about the energy and music flowing and all the ideas bouncing and just it feeling good, you know. And I feel it's like getting the message out there and really helping people think differently, you know, think outside the box, blah blah blah, you know, but helping people open their hearts, you know, and rise into their warrior strength and go, yeah, you know, I'm not going to take the rubbish in the world anymore. I'm going to rise up. Rhythm or something. Do-da-dip, do-do, do-da-dip, down, down. Do-da-dip, do-do, do-da-dip, down, down. Do-da-dip, do-do, oh. Well, I've spent my life searching for some sanity in this crazy, messed up world. All every weekend, I felt so cold, living my life day in, day out, struggling my life away. I gotta pick myself up from this nosedive I've been living in. This destruction's getting to me. Just can't seem to find a way out of this black hole in my mind. Oh, baby, baby, my time is coming. I've got to lift my head again. Hey, a little rock and roll, satisfy my aching soul. There's no turning back now, no turning back now. Once you get on that track, you gotta keep on going, going strong. I gotta sing my song. Come might speed up a little bit. So I left my lonely room, picked up my guitar, started jamming my life away. Oh yeah. There's all these thoughts pulling me down, I won't let them drag me. No, 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 no. We got way too much to live for. Sometime, baby, you will see. Sometime you will see just what I've been seeking. Yeah, it's gonna lift our hearts again. She said, don't you shiver in the cold, my friend. Don't you shiver in the cold. You got so much to gain. You gotta let this shit go. Hey, yeah, a little rock and roll. Satisfy my aching soul. There's no turning back now. No turning back now. Once you get on the track, you gotta keep on going, going strong. Yeah, yeah. I gotta sing my song. Again, it won't be long till we get our hearts together. So I could do the little drummer. I ain't satisfied living this way. Lord, I got to move on. I ain't satisfied living this way. I don't care if I got to make some compromises. No, no, I gotta keep on strong. Oh, tomorrow I will sing my song. I don't care if I will stray, 'cause I know I'll be put right back on the path again. Oh yeah, I gotta keep on strong. I don't care if I will stray. God knows, I got way too much in my heart. So let these troubles drag me down. Oh yeah, don't let them drag you down. No, no, I won't let it drag me down. No more depression in my soul. I'm moving up, I'm moving up strong now. Ooh, yeah. I said, hey, gotta find some freedom inside my soul, yeah. I said, hey, gotta find some freedom inside my heart, for sure. Whoa, free my soul from this imprisonment that I feel, from those chains in my soul, yeah, yeah. Oh, free my soul, child, from this imprisonment that I feel, 'cause I know my heart longs to be free, yeah, yeah. Oh, free my soul now, child. I gotta keep it strong, I gotta keep it going on now. Oh, free my soul now, child. I gotta keep it strong, I gotta keep it going on now. Oh, ain't turning back. My life is gonna be this great, beautiful adventure. Whoa, we got to build this future, this mountain high. I ain't gonna fall, no. I gotta keep on strong. Gotta do this work. I've got to be strong. I gotta find my song. Girl, it won't be long till we get our hearts together. Till we get our hearts together now. Whoa, free my soul now, child. I gotta keep it strong. Gotta keep it going on. Whoa, hey. Tip-tip-tip-tip. 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 So I'm heading out of this nosedive. I gotta keep on pushing on. My ancestors going strong. It's time to sing my song. Won't be pulled down. Won't be pulled down. Refresh my memory. Refresh my memory. Take me back to the life I surely know. Life I surely know. Whoa. It's a bit long, but it kind of sounds cool in a band. You know, maybe electric guitar, not sure. But I like the old acoustic sound. There's some real romantic sort of stuff. I'll play this little song I've been working on. I don't usually work on songs ever, because it's just like, I think because of my old pot smoking days, you know, like my mind has just been too fragmented. Probably partly trauma as well, you know, childhood stuff. So, but I find it really hard to focus and to stay, you know, just get things together really. But it's getting better, and now I'm starting to, you know, I know I should be doing some yoga and stuff like that, a bit more body work, you know. But the eating clean foods does help keep you grounded. But yeah, so that song's quite nice, but it's not finished yet, you know. Songs. Yeah, lyrics are somewhere. There it is. Yeah, so it's really weird for me, like, trying to sing a song that I've wrote the lyrics for, you know, because, for one, you've got to concentrate while you remember what you're saying. And I'm just not used to it, not sure if I like it more or not, you know. Actually, maybe I should I'll give you a cover song as well. I don't know how this will work, but I'm just going to try and like mellow out for this a little bit. Just see if it's still recording. Nice. So, along with this other sort of spiritual music I want to do, because I'm very into, there's a band called like the Pyramids, which is very sort of you should have a listen to them if you're really into sort of spiritual stuff, you know, because it's really old school, early 70s sort of stuff, and it's quite chanting and stuff, you know, and rhythmic and that. For instance, another band called Batsumi, Batsumi, they were African band that had a sort of psychedelic-y sort of tribal sort of thing going on. There's quite a lot actually. I mean, I like Fela Kuti. He's Afrobeat. I think a fair people know him. The Soul Jazz Orchestra are a new band from Canada actually, doing Afro-funk music, Afrobeat. Sorry. Yeah, so mixing that sort of style with progressive rock and you know, a bit of jazziness and all that, you know, just mixing up really is the plan, what I'd love to do. But I mean, I'm limited like this, you know, it's hard to do it all on the guitar, you know. So I'd like to be part of a bigger functioning thing, you know. But anyway, what I was going to say is, so I tried to start working on some sort of songs, you know, and sort of more polished stuff, because I've always been one for raw, you know. I like this sort of raw, growing up on like Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and all these sort of bands, you know. I like raw, you know, raw and real, and sometimes it's hard to keep that rawness when you define it and you try and get it down, you know, get the music down. And I think there's talent in both areas. There's talent in being able to improvise, and there's great talent in the songwriters out there, and that's what I've kind of like wished I had a bit more of, you know, the songwriting. But I don't know how I feel with it yet, you know. So anyway, so this is a little thing I was making up. I might mess up here, but I'll just play it anyway. So this is my first attempt of actually writing anything, really, even though I've been playing music for years, you know. So one thing interesting I'm going to say, I'm going to have to get over like the guilt of talking about myself, because like in these videos, obviously I'm talking about myself and it's all me, you know, as if I've got a big ego. But I think this is some stuff that's been programmed into a lot of people, you know. This sort of, I think it's to hold them back, you know. I used to be very expressive when I was younger. I used to dance, you know. I want to talk a lot about trauma and stuff at some point, you know, and healing it and becoming your true self and you know, breaking out of these things that are holding you back and how to truly let go in life, you know. That'd be really cool. I don't know if to do them on this channel, this YouTube channel or not, but should I just get on with it? Watching time flow by, I don't know which way to turn. 'Cause sitting here with this ache in my heart is driving me out of my mind. I gotta find out what it's all about, 'cause with you on my mind, I cannot sit and waste time. I must be dreaming. Is it really, really real? Girl, I've got to let you know. I just want more dance for this rhythm is set on you. I'll take my chance as emotion is coming through. Your grace reminds me of the summer sun, or as a child I would sit and play. If I could speak my soul's desires, then maybe you would see. Just maybe you would see. To find out what it's all about. With you on my mind, I cannot sit and waste time. If I could break these chains from my mind, then tomorrow you would see. Each time I sleep, thoughts running through my mind. How can just your gaze put a heart out on the line? But you got me deep, no question I can find. Well, tomorrow you will see. Every time we meet, girl, the magic comes shining through. you'll see my intentions are surely true. I just can't work out what it's all about, but I'm just dying to get this message through to you. Oh. One thing is right, if I keep on this way, I'll be falling for you. If I keep on this way, I'll be falling for you. Oh, falling now. Your love is what I need to see now, baby. Yeah, your love. Your beautiful, precious flower, I got to see. So many changes have been going through my mind. How can just your gaze put a heart out on the line? But I'm nearly over the fears that I had. Girl, I've got to let you know. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, we've got to make it. I know I cannot fake it with you. Yeah, yeah. We can feel the music reaching for the stars tonight. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. And a breakdown over you, a breakdown over you, a breakdown of my fears, a breakdown of my fears over you. Something like that anyway. So that's a new little thing I'm working on. But yeah, it just feels like that film Into the Wild had the Eddie Vedder soundtrack on, didn't it actually? I really like that actually. I mean, the music was a little bit downbeat for me, you know, but this sort of outback sound on the acoustic guitar, I'll show you something that I'm doing with that in a minute, but that outback feeling, you know, it's like there's something in that, the living in nature sort of, the vibe of it basically, the vibe of that soundtrack, you know, I quite liked. Right, so this is a song I really love. By the way, I'm just like knackered today, like I don't even know what time it is. Guess I don't need to know, but really through late nights, you know, and trying to get, everything's trying to get centered and, you know, make positive changes in your life, basically. Anyway, I'll shut up now, I'm getting too tired, so I should just sing. Angel came down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me, and she told me a story yesterday about the sweet love between the moon and a deep Then she spread her wings high over me. Then she took me high over yonder. And I said, fly on, my sweet angel. Fly on through the sky, yeah. Fly on, my sweet angel. Tomorrow I'm gonna be by your side. Yes, I am. Oh, you hear me calling now, now. Yes, I am. You hear me calling you. Sure enough, this morning came onto me. Silver winged silhouette against the child's sunrise. And my angel, she said unto me, today is a day for you to rise. Take my hand, you're gonna be my man, you're gonna rise. Then she took me high over yonder. And I said, fly high on, my sweet angel. Fly on through the sky. Come on, fly on now. Fly on, my sweet angel. I'm gonna be by your side. It don't really go, it's just a little bit messy. Something like that. I just thought I'd play it anyway. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to show you. So these are just the kind of chords I'm working on at the moment, which is down tuning. Oh, I was going to say about Hendrix actually, sorry. Yeah, Hendrix just, you know, amazing. Amazing, you don't need to say any more than that, really, but he's such a gentle soul, he had a good energy to him. So this is tuning down. It's a dadgad, I think it is. This will get me in the zone for going to sleep.
So I really like this sort of tuned down thing, and it feels closer to the vibe that I wish to be creating with music. So I don't know what's with that. I know there's other tunings, I can't remember the 440 Hz is it? That's supposed to be more in harmony with the universe, or with nature, with life, you know. But anyway, so I really like these chords and this tuning, and there's so much you can do with it, you know. When I said about the Outback sort of sound, you know, maybe it's not the same, but this is the sort of thing I was messing around with.
It seems to me to try so hard down this road to find your soul. Where I go, I'll be leaving here. The road is long and winding. It seems to me you got it all worked out. But I know I can live in this land. I've got to find my own peace of mind. This dark and lonely road. But I'll be finding out the truth in my soul with a new sunrise. My heart longs to go. Sometime I'll be back again, but I don't know how long I've got to flow before I find my truth again. To take me far, far away. To the mountains where I can truly breathe. 'Cause this landscape makes me whole. And I know I'm so grateful for what you bring to me. These are all just like ideas at the moment. So basically in that tuning you can kind of just mess around and just do anything really, you know. And it's fun because I got bored of playing the same chords all the time, you know. So I needed a real change. So yeah, that's the type of thing. Sort of, I don't know, put a few other instruments in with it. But there's definitely the feeling of the old gospel stuff, you know, that runs deep through what I'm wanting to bring, you know. But I have felt memory of sort of past lives and stuff out. Oh, there's a beautiful, I'll have to actually tell you, a beautiful experience. There's a few different videos I need to do. I need to do one about the ayahuasca experience I had that wasn't very good.
and then explain about my experiences before that, which were nothing to do with anything like ayahuasca, just to kind of prove that, you know, I'm not nuts because of the ayahuasca. But anyway, there's quite a few different videos I need to do. If anyone's got any comments or wants to say anything, just feel free, you know, or suggest anything or whatever. So yeah, it's late at night, but I'm going to try and get myself really clear and get on this path of healing, because I feel like a group of us need to get together and do something. And I think the right people will know who they are, and we'll be called to meet up and try and make something happen. I mean, ideally, either living in the land natively or whatever, or working at a community, or buying some land, or whatever it is. You know, obviously I don't agree with the idea of buying land, but you just have to see what happens, you know. But plenty of energy here to make stuff happen. I'll do this one. I'm literally going to make up the words on the spot on this, because I don't have any words for most of these songs. Wow, that's a long video. Right, long video. One last song then. It is getting late and I'm just out. So, probably not the best time to do songs, but...
I have walked this lonesome land, found my truth, hope you understand. With this grace we call love, I'll be warm, welcome in your light. Don't need to worry no more, I'm pushing on. Got my backpack on, I'm leaving here. Gotta find some place to rest my mind. So take me back, we'll wipe these troubles away. Do 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 do.
Just gonna open the window. It's really hard to breathe.
Now with this grace I long to see you finding your way through that dark and lonely time. I will surrender for you, I hope it's true. I'll lead you back, lead you through that promised land. I know we've had our struggles, dear, but I long to see you find your way through this haze. With a cross of you bear, I know you'll see your light and what you're seeking now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh.
So, thanks for watching, if you actually managed to get this far through without going insane. Yeah, I'm really tired today, so I'm going to start doing some more videos and just try and speak some stuff in between. There's so many good people out there, like on YouTube, you know, preaching, but I mean, you know, they're preaching from their heart without shoving it down people's faces, so, which I think is really cool. Yeah, thanks. Cheers.